And the same ambivalence is true of the world's social media. Kelly Allen from BBC Monitoring has been sampling the coverage.
Well, me and my colleagues at BBC Monitoring, we've noticed that China and Russia are the countries that are particularly happy. And all through the US campaign, their media has been saying that they would like Trump to be elected. So in China, there have been people using the hashtags Trump wins. But also there have been a lot of jokes in the Chinese social media on Sina Weibo with people saying they thought that Trump would win all along. And they've been commenting on a prophetic monkey, which predicted that Trump would win on the 3rd of November.
It seems a little surprising that there would be a positive reaction from China, because he's talked about trade barriers and he's talked about bringing jobs back into the US. Why would they be positive in China?
State media have been saying that of the two, he's more likely to be trusted. They've really emphasised Hillary Clinton and Emailgate, but also because of his business background. A lot of people in China admire him and they see him as a pragmatist and somebody who will get things done. In Russia, much like the Chinese, there's been wide support for Trump. There's been a hashtag Russia chooses Trump on Twitter, which has been doing the rounds, and people hyping up how he was the Russian nation's choice, very much reflected through state media like Russia Today. Since the announcement, there's been a lot of people using the hashtag Trumpsit.
And what about places which are less thrilled with the news?
In Europe, there have been these social media trends which have been less than enthusiastic. Particularly in France, there have been a lot of people sharing pictures of the Statue of Liberty and asking whether it can now be returned to the French now that Trump has come to power. And in Germany, the overriding sentiment has been that Trump coming to power is a calamity. And people have been sharing pictures of the Statue of Liberty with her head in her hands. In the African world, it's been kind of split. There's been a lot of attention around the nations that have congratulated Trump. So leaders of countries like Uganda, Ghana, Burundi. There was a post on Facebook by Riek Machar, who's the former vice president of South Sudan. And he's been saying on Facebook that Trump winning is a demise to dictators in Africa. But there have also been these voices of criticism coming out as well.
And what about the Middle East?
The overwhelming sentiment has been one of cynicism and pessimism, particularly regarding his comments about Arabs and Muslims. And one of my colleagues noticed that in Lebanon today there's a hashtag that's the most popular, which is Trump is the end of the Sauds, because Saudi Arabia had such a strong campaign for Hillary Clinton and that Trump will be clamping down on the Middle East.